Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Polkzoo channel here in the guitar ladder system. Hey, I want to share some picking exercises here, but I want to lightly discuss something, which is there's kind of three different things. Well, there's many different things if you want to be a better guitar player, but the most important thing is working on material that's going to expand your musical consciousness or expand your musical ear or your musical mind and really feed the subconscious. And one of the points that I think it's difficult for people to kind of wrap their head around is letting go of the control. And this actually can carry over into life and metaphysics and all kinds of things, But, part of it is letting go of the control and letting go of the need to consciously figure everything out and kind of turn it over more to the subconscious mind, which, by the way, is running the physiology of your body, which I'm getting goosebumps even saying that because our body is an incredible miracle. But the guitar ladder system teaches the subconscious mind, which is much faster, much smarter. It's like you'd have to, and I've said this before, and I'm not kidding, I've read this and heard it from other people, you'd have to have two buildings the size of the Empire State Building. Let me repeat that. Two buildings the size of the Empire State Building full of computers to have the same capacity that our subconscious mind has. So folks, we have a God-given tool, which is huge. But a huge part of the guitar ladder system, and the reason it works so well, is because I've studied not just guitar development and learning how to improvise and compose and what material to work on that will give you the best quantum leap and really help you to progress much quicker and much deeper as well. But I've also studied the way that we learn. This is huge. I've studied the way that our left brain and right brain and subconscious mind learn. And you don't need to put everything into a box. You don't, because diatonic harmony only goes so far. You don't need to put everything into a cute little roll, a cute little box. I've said this before. I've sold my guitar ladder system, and I'm not kidding, to people with master's degrees in music, and they told me on the phone, Steve, I'm stuck. I'm kind of in a box. I can't improvise. I can't compose, and I'm really glad they said that and not me, because I was able to then talk about it a little bit. They ended up investing the $199, and they're really happy now, and they're really growing. So, the guitar ladder system really works. The thing I want to talk about a little bit here too is left hand development, right hand development, and then seeding your musical ears, seeding your musical mind. The guitar ladder system is 240 studies plus the secret Horace Hatchet files. Price is going up soon. It's thousands of dollars of very high quality instructional material for only $199, but the price is going up very soon. So I wouldn't overthink it. If you feel kind of a hunch to do it, listen to that intuition. Intuition is very, very powerful. It transcends time, space, analytics, consciously, is this good, is this not good? Listen to your gut. In fact, Tuck Andrus, who's a great, great guitar player, talks about that, the power of intuition, and as well as many other artists as well. But anyway, so if you want samples, hit me up, polkzoo@gmail.com, but samples aren't going to do it. You really need to jump in. If you do decide to invest the $199, put in the code SZ10977, SZ10977. I'll make sure and put you down for the bonus material, which is the secret Horace Hatchet files. Horace Hatchet taught Howard Roberts. When Howard Roberts was a young man in Arizona, I studied with Horace 4 or 5 times when I was young, as well as studying with Joe Pass, which was interesting. But Horace Hatchet taught Howard Roberts when Howard was a young man. He went on to form MI Institute in Hollywood, California, one of the most successful schools. So you get the secret Horace Hatchet files plus the other 240 studies. I do not send it all at once because it's not productive that way. But left-hand development, right-hand development, seeding your subconscious mind, learning the 10 systems of improvisation in a very organic way to where, because here's really what it is. If you train yourself and learn guitar and music in a left brain approach, it's going to be hard to get out of that. It's you're kind of getting stuck. You're putting, you're kind of brainwashing your brain to only think in one way, and it's very slow that way too, by the way. So I mean, if you put an hour a day into the guitar ladder, so I've had people tell me, I have emails all the time like this, and I've learned more in 6 months in the last 6 years. I get tons of email every day from people just so happy they invested the $199. Here's the bottom line. Excuse me if this sounds a little arrogant or confident. I give God, the universe, most of the credit, but I've worked my butt off, guys. The guitar ladder system is the last investment you're ever going to need in guitar lessons or guitar instruction material. And it's not just lessons. It's a very innovative way to learn how to seed your subconscious mind, shave years off your progress, and discover your music and discover your own musical point of view within. So, okay. So you can order at steves@guitars.com. If you're kind of feeling an urge as I'm speaking, as some of this is kind of making sense, my advice is don't overthink it because price is going up, and this really works. This is not like some of these stupid emails we get. Why, make 10,000 the next week and a half or whatever, right? This really works. It's a result of 35, 40 years of hard work testing on hundreds of private students over the years and seeing off the charts results. This is your best shot at discovering your music within. Okay, let's get to a right hand development here. But yeah, the guitar ladder system is what you're looking for if you really want to make real progress and discover your music within. So here's this exercise here. This is so good to do. You can take any major scale here. I'm just using kind of a G major scale, but like this. This is obviously right hand development. Now I like to mute because it makes the right hand work harder. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not keeping the tempo the same. I'm not worried about that. Sure, you can do it in perfect time with the metronome if you want. And the reason I don't always do it that way, because once I get warmed up, I like to really flutter those fives. But I'm not very warmed up right now. So anyway, so that's the idea. See the right hand a little bit better. So I'm putting the accent on the first one. You can do this with any scale you want. Any scale you want, but that's the idea, okay? So that's really good for your right hand. Now the huge growth from the guitar ladder system comes from the chordal work. I got some really cool single note stuff, but it's the chordal work that's going to wake up your musical mind. It's going to really seed your musical mind and really affect you on a deep level and teach you the 10 systems of improvisation in a very organic, simple way without putting them in a box, without a bunch of boring theory to give you a headache, without a bunch of note reading. Yes, I know all that stuff. I learned it years ago. I studied composition on piano. I studied with a lot of great teachers. I've learned all the stuff, but really, from all my private teaching and everything, I found that the best is ear training. And once you begin to understand how to create different tension and resolution and different color, your own subconscious mind can start piecing the puzzle together while you're sleeping, and you won't believe what you'll come up with. Folks, I'm not kidding. I've really got something special here. If you really want to discover your musical ideas within, sure, you're going to reflect people that you love and artists that you like, but if you want to learn to improvise and compose, discover your own unique musical point of view, and this is mostly for advanced and intermediate players. I do have some beginners that are brave and jumping in, and you're going to make huge progress down the road. You just got to be brave, not let my material scare you. But my course is mostly for advanced and intermediate level players, but it really works. I don't know what else to say. I've sold over 7,000 copies of it. I don't send the material all at once because it's not effective that way, so you can hit me up at polkzoo@gmail.com for samples. But a lot of people request samples, and I think they just put it on the back burner, and that's really sad because, what you're looking at here is the opportunity for real growth. Folks, I got over 40 years of research into this. It's like getting thousands of dollars of material for $1.99. It really works. I've got something really special. I've worked really hard on it. You can order at steves@guitars.com. Put SZ109777 in the comment box to get the bonus material. If you don't, and I'll give you some extra years as well. And if you don't see that comment box, just email me that SZ109777. If you're thinking about this, if you have a little hunch, you know what? Save yourself the time. Save yourself the chance that you might just procrastinate and never do it and never discover this growth that's going to happen for sure. Never discover your musical ideas. Nothing feels better. People email me all the time and say, Steve, I wish I would have found you 4 years ago or 10 years ago or 15 years ago. You've already wasted enough money on average guitar instruction. even average, even pretty good guitar lessons don't really do you a lot of good at a certain point, because it's too much in the box. It's kind of like from the dinosaur age. You need to teach the subconscious mind. We need to seed the subconscious mind. That's what we do. So anyway, one more time on this. So here. You can free float the right hand. Sometimes I'll do little pull-offs just to give it a little flavor. Sometimes I'll do 7 and then 5. You get the idea. But lately I've been doing a lot just 5. And let's do cycle 1. Why not? Cycle 1, the guitar ladder system. Nice smooth voice leading. And by the way, if you have a lot of intuitive talent as a musician, the guitar ladder is going to throw you up a serious notch forward too. And if you don't have much natural talent, the guitar ladder system is your best bet to actually augment that lack of talent. I've seen students with very little talent just make huge leaps, almost like they were born into another more musical family. I'm not just saying that. Now that sounds like total bullshit, but I'm not kidding. I've had students that had very, very little natural talent, but just, they didn't judge, they didn't try to figure things out. They just worked on the studies in kind of a humble way without a lot of ego, and boy, they just made a quantum leap, just amazing. So cycle 1, this is cycle 1. I'll do this finger style maybe. And then you go back through, add the shading with a major 13 flat 5. When you find something that works. But if you're watching this right now, you're kind of getting a little hunch. Hey, this might work. I wonder if it's bullshit. I wonder if it really works, folks. Okay, I don't know what to say. I put thousands and thousands of hours into this and discovered what really works. So if you really want to, if you want to kick your guitar playing up a serious notch or 2 or 3, don't even think about it. Just go to stevezookguitars.com. Invest the $199. It's the last money you'll ever need to spend on guitar instruction, because after you start working my system, you're just going to start hearing things and finding them on the guitar. It's the best natural high on the planet. Another thing, you got to fall in love with repetition, folks. Things like this. See? I love doing that because I know every time I do that clean, my technique's getting even stronger. And you can vary it, And you kind of have to make up your own little guitar rudiments in order to really develop your right hand. But I think that's a weak area with a lot of players. So spend some time developing your right hand. Double triplets, Fall in love with repetition. All right, folks, take care. Order the guitar ladder system for $199. It's thousands and thousands of dollars of material for only $199. Price is going up soon. If you're feeling a hunch to do it, don't even think about it. You're really going to be glad you did. You order at stevezookguitars.com. Put in code SZ1097777 in the comment box to get the bonus material, the secret Horace Hatchet files. If you don't see the comment box, just email that to me, polkzoo@gmail.com. And if you really want to see how deep you can go down the rabbit hole of playing guitar, I'm not kidding, the guitar ladder system is very, very powerful. Nothing even close on the planet. That's not arrogance. I used to practice 12 to 14 hours a day. I studied with Joe Pass, lots of other great players, but I'm probably 85% self-taught. But I also studied composition and really worked hard and really have something special here, folks. So if you really want to see, you know, if you want to discover your musical thoughts within, I wouldn't overthink it. I'd order the guitar ladder system. It's really going to work for you. And again, this one's 5. Make sure you can see the right hand here. I like to do the mute because then that makes it more a little harder for the right hand. All right, folks, take care. Stay positive. Trust the universe, and be careful what you focus on. Take care.